Hello, welcome to Mind class. We're going to stretch everything out today. It's full body. We're going to go through everything once for 1 minute each, okay? Unless it's right side and left side, then we'll change it up a little bit. But today's word is I am extraordinary. You are. Rachel, 3 days in a row, streak for you. That's what happens when you are home and you have time for yourself. And Sean, I know you keep getting up really early. In my opinion, it's really early. So you're extraordinary, ladies. I own my greatness and am so much more than ordinary. It's true. It's true. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for class. All you need is water, maybe a sweat towel. If you're going to play music, that's great. I've got something playing over softly over there, but that you can hear it. So if you've got something, put it on. Set your watches to yoga, your mat. We're going to start seated, so go ahead and take a seat, crisscross sauce legs, and I'll start our timer. All right. Thank you for joining if you're on live, and way to make the replay if you showed up and replayed this today. You know it's always an easy one to press play on because they're always available to you. So go ahead and roll your shoulders down and back. Tuck your chin. Tuck your tailbone under, round out your spine. And then lift. Let's roll forward towards the floor. And then slowly roll up. All right, and let's do that again. So tuck, and a cat-cow, round out your spine, lift, and then tuck your chin, reach forward, and roll from there. If it's more comfortable for you to straighten out your legs and do this, straighten out your legs and do this. Rounding out our spine here, so you would reach towards your feet, tuck your chin, roll up. Again, rounding out our spine. Really rounding out our spine. And rolling up. That should feel really good just to get started here today. Okay. From here, we're going to take our opposite hand out and drop our ear towards our shoulder. Like to, a little bit of pressure here, not much. Center and switch sides. All right, changing up the top hand for a second here, okay? So go ahead and reach opposite hand. Neck comes down, pat yourself on the back, get your tricep involved here too. You can kind of support your head. Good stretch. Switch. Pat yourself on the back with your other arm. Little tricep. First alternating sides here. So hold as long as you need to. It's like the greatest stretch for me. My neck gets so tight. Wake up every morning with a stiff neck, I feel like. It's the place my chiropractor works the most. All right, and then we're just going to do little side bends. So we're going to reach up and over. You can cross your legs or keep your legs straight, which is more comfortable for you to decide. And then sway, other side when you're ready. So again, just shifting side to side, hold as long as you need to. You prefer to be seated like this, like this. I'll do a little bit of both. Maybe you can too, figure out which way you like better. So make sure you're reaching up and over, you're not forward with your chest. All through your spine. Oh, this is amazing. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope you feel really good throughout the workout and when you're done. Should be joyful. Should be relaxing. What word did we have relaxing on yesterday? All right, release. All right, reaching up and overhead, interlace your fingers or just clasp. Reach up like you're making a tall letter I. Come out like a T, open up your chest. Drop your hands down and back and open up your chest and shoulders. Draw your hands down, back and away, and then release. Inhale. Reach up to the ceiling, get a little bit taller, lift out of your rib cage. Release to a T. This is like a nice good morning stretch, isn't it? And then again, if your legs don't agree with you, if you want to put your base out in front of you, put your legs out straight. Inhale, reach up, tall to the ceiling. Do these stretches every day. Down, You might want to replay this every day. All right, an L sit, out through your spine. Rotate, look over your shoulder. Switch sides when you're ready. Use your thigh, help twist you, and the hand behind your back on the floor. And keep alternating sides as you feel. Stretch. And remember, I think we talked about this the other day, the release. When you feel a little bit of relief, take a big deep breath. And on the exhale, turn a quarter inch more. And that's how we find length for our muscles and get more flexible, get some relief. Let the blood flow into all that lactic acid that's building up in our bodies. We work so hard, right? All right, go ahead and take a big wide straddle. You can come forward. There goes my hips popping. They went. Obviously needed that. So you're reaching as far forward as you can. If you cannot get your elbows to the ground, that's fine. Just go. If you can get your forehead to the ground, you can go further than this. Go for it. Up to you. How far you go. Open up your hips a little bit wider. You may be able to get down a little bit deeper, but that's if you can open up your hips a little bit wider. You're not wishbones, but we'll try to be today. As kids, we did this stretch like all the time. We don't do it enough anymore. So let's work on it today. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Then we're going to come into a swivel hip next. So we're going to open up our legs wide enough and bend our knees so that we can touch the opposite knee to the ground. So we're going 90-90, hands support you, and swivel. 90-90, swivel here, okay? So if you find that your knee is falling on top of your foot, just open up a little bit wider. And of course, the challenge here, if you'd like to practice a little balance and stability and see if you can do it no-handed, okay? But for our purposes today, we're just stretching, so support yourself if you'd like to. Really draw your knee to the ground, try to get your thigh to the ground. You'll feel that when you try to get your thigh to the floor, you get a deeper stretch in your quad, your inner thigh. So keep drawing down towards the floor with your leg. And I'm talking about this leg that's bending in, I should say that too. The other leg kind of naturally falls, but this one in, inside leg. All right, whatever leg you landed on, hopefully it's your, whatever leg you landed on, remember which leg you did first. We're doing a mermaid. So, opposite hand behind you, support yourself, reach up. And here's your option. You can circle and reach. Circle, kind of dip down and reach. Or you can just come to center and reach. So move your mermaid a little bit, okay? We're not just holding, you can hold for a second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then lower and lift, get a little deeper into it each time. You should feel your hip flexor opening up, tuck your tailbone underneath you. And again, the option is you can circle. And come through with it a little deeper as you go. Right, and then seat your tush on down. Take your back leg forward. We've got a hamstring stretch here. If this leg bothers you and you can't get, because it happens to me when I switch sides, you can't get deeper in this hamstring stretch, then open your leg a little bit, or a lot, and go for the stretch on the hamstring, okay? What happens is when you're stretching your hamstring and your leg is bent, you do get a little bit of a hip opener here too. So it's up to you. Make the stretch work for you. Keep working your way into it. Chest towards your knee. Chin up, nose up. Think about the length in the back of your leg reaching all the way through your lower back, okay? As you lengthen, it should fit the whole back side of your leg. you don't have socks on, check out your pedicure. Or maybe you need one. All right, and feet together, butterfly. Knees out to the side, roll your shoulders down and back, grow up as tall as you can, tall through your spine. Lean forward at your hips, chest comes forward, chin comes forward, elbows can come into your thighs. And push them down, shoulders down and away from your ears. Tendency is to be all balled up like this. Leaning forward. You want to roll down and back and lean forward with our chin. I look like a little kid doing that. Again, the things we used to do as kids, we'd ball ourselves up and go, I'm trying to reach my toes, with my head or my nose. And we just want to lean forward tall. We will repeat everything we just did on the other side, so we're headed back to mermaid. Which leg did you do first? Do the other leg, okay? So you remember. Opposite leg forward, hand behind you. So if your right leg's forward, your right hand's behind you, okay? And we arch up. You can circle down, drop your bottom and come up, or you can drop and reach. Choose which one you like best. Maybe do a combination of both. Go ahead and seat your bottom down, take your back leg out in front of you. You've got a hamstring stretch. So adjust this leg as needed and lean forward, chest towards your knee. Face you now. After this, we're going to come onto all fours. So if you need something softer, go underneath your knees. It's a good time to grab it. We've got about 35 more seconds here. Who is already feeling better in their skin? Whose muscles are already feeling more relaxed and loosened? Oh my gosh, this is great. Thank you again for joining. I don't do this on my own as often as I should. You probably don't do this as often as you should on your own. So together, we show up together and we hold each other accountable to getting our stretches done. And I'll tell you, it's quality of life. Once you do these stretches, you feel so much better. You're like, I need to do this more. All right, coming to all fours, we've got cat-cow. So if you need something soft under your knees, put it there. If you need something soft under your palms, put it there. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, round out your spine. Push the ground away from you. And then control, drop your belly, lift your chin. Don't drag, just drop. And come back, cat-cow. You guys know what to do. Tuck, release, lift. Tailbone and chin, and then do it again. Tuck. Release, lift. Go ahead and come to neutral. Push your bottom back towards heels and walk your hands out ahead of you. Take one arm, thread it on through, lay your head down on the floor, and then this top arm that's out, take it off to the side and reach it open a little bit. Okay. Let's switch sides. So you might want to come up a little bit, thread it on through, lay down. Arms come out so they're kind of together. I would say it's like a clap, but my one arm is longer than the other. If you can get both arms together here and then open, go for it. My top arm's a little bit longer. My shoulders are a little bit tighter. And then switch to the other side. And if you want to just do the thread through, do the thread through and take out the spinal rotation chest opener here, okay? But if you want to flow through it, and open, close, walk your hand back, other side. All right, coming into all fours again. We're just gonna do a little bit of body shifting to loosen up our forearms and our wrists, okay? So shift forward and back with your hands facing, or fingertips facing forward. Now walk them kind of towards the corners, okay? So turn out your hands so they're to the corner, fingertips are to the corner of the room. And then sway side to side. Does that feel okay? Does it bother your wrists? Bother your forearms at all? And then turn it. So fingertips are to the side wall. And shift side to side. You can even come forward and back a little bit. For a little bit of mobility in our wrists. And stretching out your forearms, okay? Okay, and if it's possible, can you turn? We don't want you shifting too much here, just a little bit. Forward, back, and take it side to side. You might feel your forearms loosened up, especially if you come back a little bit, but don't overextend yourself. These are very small movements. All right, hands come, fingertips forward, curl your toes under, down dog. We're gonna paddle out the heels, so I'm gonna tell you chin up, eye gaze ahead of you. Paddle out your heels. Hold, switch, hold. You're pulling one calf towards the floor at a time as you pull your heel towards the floor. Your tailbone's lifted. Shoulders are out of your ears. Shoulder blades are pulled together in the back. And you're pulling one heel at a time, walking the dog. You guys can speed this up if you'd like, or you can hold it a little bit longer. It's up to you. Eye gaze ahead of you. Stop looking at your knees and toes. Paddle out, walk the dog, down dog. Maybe play with your pace a little bit. Walk, 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 and then hold. 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 Take your right leg forward, low lunge. All right, drop your back knee. Take a low lunge here. Leaning forward, open up your hip flexor. If you would like to pull your back knee up and draw your heel towards the back wall, okay? Hands can be here, here. If you can't come down this low, come up a little bit higher and draw your heel towards the floor. You're down low, you're pulling your heel towards the wall behind you. Drop your knee if you need to. So leaning forward, opening up your hip flexor. You drop your knee, okay? You're coming up, all of your foot, pulling your heel. You've got more of a calf stretch as well as your hip flexor. Full leg stretch. Now drop your knee, shift your body weight back, hamstring stretch. Hold here. Press towards your knee, chin up. Then rock it forward. We're coming into crescent if you would like to reach to the ceiling, or you can just come up to your thigh. And then you're coming back. You're coming forward. Okay, so if you want to rock through this hamstring stretch to a hip flexor stretch, or just hold right here. Hip mobility, stretching out the back of our hamstrings, right the back of our legs that tend to tighten up and pull on so many muscles. Our hamstrings are working all day long, so it's good to have strong ones, but we also need to stretch them. We work on strengthening them all the time, and we should work on lengthening them as well. Okay. All right, we're going to come into a deeper stretch in a low lunge. If it's not possible for you, I'll give you an option. 1, yoga block, grab it quick. Coming back into this low lunge, knee is down. You can put both hands here, and the challenge is walk your foot out just a little bit, your elbow down, or take this elbow down, okay? If you have a yoga block, you lay it here, and you can get your elbow down on that maybe. Okay, if you're like, impossible, I can't get my elbows down, just wrap yourself, okay? Can you do that? Can you wrap yourself open here? So elbows down, maybe you can do both, I don't know. Is lizard, this is lizard. Challenging pose, I barely can get both elbows down, but I'm trying, okay? Really opens up your hip here. Again, if you can't get all the way down, maybe just wrap. You'll get there. It ain't easy. All right, then this front leg is going to come down into pigeon. Leave your leg behind you. We're going to lay it on down in the pigeon. All right, we have one more thing to do, and then we will switch sides and do our low lunge or crescent and hamstring, our lizard and pigeon on the other leg. So you're doing awesome. These are starting to get a little bit harder for me. These stretches, it just says I have tight hips, so I'm challenging me a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to loosen them up today with you. We get this done together. About 5 more minutes of stretching. You'll be on your way to your extraordinary life. Nice and stretched out. All right, we're going to actually put our hands down and walk ourselves to plank. And then walk your hands back towards your toes. Get up. Woo, it's my first time standing up, so be careful of blood flow and all that stuff, okay? Chin up as you fold forward, walk out. We've got inchworms, so we're walking out to plank. Pause, engage your abdominals, walk back, elbow lifts. You can either stay here or roll it all the way up. I like to roll all the way up and then come back down. Just again, keep your chin up, way down. Watch where you're walking. Pause, walk, fingertips pointing forward, palms into the floor, and come on back, okay? Try it again. Oh, what a great stretch. Pause. All right, and if you're standing, walk on out to plank. You're going to take your other leg forward now, which should be your left leg. Drop your back knee to start, okay? Here if you need. Then if you're ready, when you're ready, pick up your knee, draw your heel to the back wall, low lunge. Now it is a minute of a low lunge. It's a lot to hold, I know that. That's why I'm offering you the option to drop your knee. Still stretching out your hip flexor. One thing you're missing is your calf. So when you lift up, stretch out your calf, pull your heel to the back wall. You can get a full leg stretch there if you lift it, lift. It's all like hip opening right here, okay? So if you think about what we did today, we did spine at the very, very start. We moved to some hips, hamstrings, what you would know as your back, what I would say is your thoracic, okay? Now we're gonna stretch back, your hamstring stretch. We're back to hips again, okay? So we worked on lengthening the muscles to loosen up our joints, okay? Does that make sense? A lot of stretches help us with our joint health. A lot of times we feel a little bit off, the tight muscles pulling. Guys, it's not just from exercising and strengthening your muscles and working your body in lots of ways. It's, it's your yard work, it's your everyday, picking up groceries, it's sleeping wrong can often cause us problems, right? If you sleep on your side, you might be having some shoulder or neck pain. So coming to this class and doing this work, loosening everything up is a great thing for your body. I noticed that for me personally, a lot of times the way I was sleeping, well, it was the way I was sleeping was affecting my hips, all sorts of things. Going into lizard. So again, walk your foot out to open up the hip just a little bit. If you can come down to an elbow, try one, try the other. It might be easier to do your outside elbow first. And then if you can't do those, do your back. Okay? If you can get both, get both. And as soon as I fixed the way I was sleeping, I know that's not easy. You're sleeping, you don't know what you're doing necessarily. As soon as I fixed the way I was sleeping, my body started feeling better. Sleeping gave me a lot of issues. Hips and shoulders, it's better now. had to become conscious and aware of my body and where I was hurting or where I was feeling the issues in order to, so, you know, if you're having something going on, take a check as to, how are you sleeping? All right. Oh, you know what? I said 5 minutes and I lied because there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more exercises, 6 more stretches. And you guys are going to want to do these, so don't go anywhere. Lay on down. And you're going to reach, reach, reach. Oh, we forgot to do pigeon on that side. Hold on, come on. Pigeon, last one on this side. Come into pigeon, we can't miss pigeon. I was looking at the end of my list and I have a whole list of 6 exercises up on the corner over there. I was like, wow, we're done early today. Why are we done early? We should be done early. We got more to go. You're gonna want to do these. Hang tight. 5 more minutes, 6 more minutes. We're gonna come down into our bellies next after this pigeon. We got about 15 seconds, and we're gonna come on down. Now come down to your belly. Lay everything on down, and you're gonna reach one arm forward as far as you can. And you're gonna switch and take the other arm forward as far as you can, reaching, reaching, reaching. And keep switching sides, okay? So keep reaching and walking your fingertips forward. Lengthening, lengthening. What I'm trying to teach my kids who are swimming, reach, lengthen. You're doing it right now on the ground. I wish I could have them lay on the ground and do this. You're swimming laps this summer. Add some length, just like this. This is what I want you to do. It's your assignment for swimming laps. Reach, reach. All right, hands can come in a neutral position to support yourself. Take your knee, bend it, scorpion tail. Yourselves over. When you're ready, switch sides. And you're just alternating now, so you go as fast or as slow as you need to. And you get deeper into it. You bend your knee a little bit more and try to tap a little closer to your bottom. All right, from here, you can grab your feet. Slowly lift up, not too much. Pulling your heels towards your bottom. Open up your quads. Lift your chest and chin up a little bit, not a ton. We're not actually going into bow. This is called a skydiver. So let's just come into a very neutral spot where we're stretching out our hamstrings. Your chest just a little bit. If you can't get your chest up, forehead down, and just work on your quads. If you can't do both, do one at a time. Try lifting up a little bit more. We're going to go into bow. I would have you push your hands or your feet into your hands, and you'd really lift up. Okay, we don't want to be that big today. Let's just come into the sky. And then release slowly. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Push back into a child's pose. Walk your hands out to one side. Inside arm reaches, reaches, reaches. Walk center and switch sides. So angled child's pose, alternating from side to side. Think about lengthening through your tricep, your lats. Those are the muscles that run right down your rib cage. We use them a lot when we're in plank. Do we do anything like laying down pullover wise? So a lot of our L sit-ups that we've been doing and utilizing, that's our serratus right along our rib cage. You don't even know we're doing it, but we're doing it. Got 2 things left to go. Hang with me, stay with me. You know this feels good, so don't leave early. down to your belly. Hands come up just underneath your armpits or your shoulders, and you're just gonna lift baby cobra. Elbows still stay bent, shoulders down and away from your ears. Release, and if you're ready, go into a full cobra. You're straightening out your arms and reaching up. Shoulders again are down away from your ears. Your biceps and your armpits are closed super tight because your hands are in narrow, right? I'm on my thighs. If you want to come up to the tops of your feet and pull thighs off, that's fine. It's up to you where you're at in life. Right? And you can lower and release and then do it again, set yourself up again. So show you the difference between your thighs and your feet here. So cobra, where you're on your thighs still. Cobra, where you're on the tops of your feet. You see how that lifted? Okay, a little bit more support in your upper body when you come to the tops of your feet. Right, lower that down. Child's pose back, forehead to the floor, fingertips back behind you, and just breathe. This is it. This is it. We're doing, this is called worship. So we're coming into worship position here, relaxing, breathing. Before you get busy and get on with your day, do this for yourself, right here. Tell yourself right now, say, I am extraordinary. I show up for myself. I deserve all the things I do for my health to feel good in my skin. Makes me a better person. It gives me more patience. Right? You're more flexible, literally and figuratively, when we do this class together. Thank you so much for joining. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Slowly come out of it, and you work your way up to standing the way that you see fit. Deep breath. Or maybe you just want to stay there. Have an awesome day. I will see you back here in a week, actually. So if you need to replay this, play this anytime. And if you need anything from me, just text me, message me, email me, whatever it is. Okay, so have a good one, and I will see you extraordinary people soon. Bye.